Anybody else from a large family? You said you were only child, right? You from a large family? How many you got? 5. Where do you fall? Next to oldest. Okay. I'm the oldest. I had to break the ice. I got in trouble for everything. You're the only girl. One of the others in my family, my brother is the youngest. He's 13 years younger than me. He could do whatever. I got in all the trouble. And then my parents just gave up slowly as they went down. And by the time my brother was born, he could have left the house and like, hey mom, I'm going to do heroin. She's like, use fresh needles. It's awful. My mother's funny and doesn't know it. That's why I like hanging out with her now. When I was younger, I was embarrassed to hang out with her. Now, I need new jokes. I love hanging out with her. She says the weirdest stuff in the world. She's very supportive. I've always been a bigger kid growing up, even now, not emotionally or intellectually, like physically bigger kid. And she always tells me, she's like, Danny, don't worry. As you grow, you're gonna slim it up. You're gonna grow, and you're gonna slim up. You're gonna grow. This was 2 weekends ago. You're gonna grow. You're gonna be a 9'7" comedian. She's just an odd person. She would say the weirdest stuff. Even being the oldest, I'm not the smartest of my fam. She used to tell me, in Long Island, New York, this is what she'd tell me. I don't know, from my generation or maybe your generation, when did we have to be home at night? Street lights came on. That's it. Danny, just be home when the street lights get on. That's all. And I was always late, and she would say the same thing over and over again, and I had no idea what the heck she was talking about. She'd go, every time, I'm late. Danny, I had no idea where you were. You could have been dead or hurt in a ditch. You could have been lying in a ditch. I would have never known. I'm 9. I don't know what a ditch is. Once I found out, I started carrying around a flare gun out of paranoia if I ever did fall into a ditch. That would be funny, though, if I did fall into a ditch and there was like 8 other kids there. Oh, hey. How long have you been here? I'm 33. I'm living on grubs and puddle water. I hated hanging out with my mother as a kid. Long Island moms are not the quietest people in the world. They're not. I'm in the mall with my mother, and we're just all getting new clothes for school. We got 2, and I just want to get away from her and go to my friends. And if they notice you're missing, they don't come find you. They just yell. They're loud. That's how it was. I got away from my mom. We were in the high-end stores for clothes, Sears, right? And behind the washing machine. This is what I would get away from her, and she would just yell. I would just hear, Danny! Danny! Where the heck? Danny, I'm over here. I'm in the husky section. What's your waist now, 42? Huh? What is it? I'm getting you some tough skin jeans. Tough skin jeans, you could just lean them up against the wall. That's what you could do. You can slide on cement if you wanted to. She says the weirdest things now, too. I took her out to lunch, and this beautiful waitress came over, took our order. She just happened to be a very thin waitress. She had a very thin face. And she walked away, and I'm like, oh, she was cute. And my mom goes, she looks like she got her face caught in a book. What the hell are you talking about? There's a better... She's reading one day. She's like, oh, I look so very thin. Here's why. She's a social justice warrior. And this is why I love hanging out with her now. She likes to correct social injustices in public. And I like to record it. We go out. I take her to lunch. I take her to the supermarket. And we go to the 10 items or less line, right? And here's the thing about her social warrior-ness. She doesn't confront you directly. She will just talk out loud, really loud about you to everyone in public. We're in Publix. 10 items or less line. The guy in front of us clearly has more than 10 items. And she's in front of me, right? She's tinier. She's getting tinier. She's in my pocket. I'll bring her out in a second. She just keeps getting short. And I just know it's a problem for her because I see this guy in front of her, like 50 items. And it starts with like a rock. I just see her rocking. She's like getting a little... Her neck's getting sweaty, red. And then something happens to her with her mouth and tongue. She just... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then she turns to me and I'm like... So I know it's coming. She's looking at the sign for 10 items, looking at him. And then literally 15 seconds goes by and she just yells. She goes, is this line for more than 10 items or less than 10 items, or is that giant sign wrong? Which one is it? And then the guy turns around and looks at her mean, and then looks past her at me, and I'm like,
hey, thanks for watching the video. I'm glad you liked it. Did you like it? Like it with the button. Beep, boop.